Well, a monster day for Cleveland Cavaliers owner Dan Gilbert and general manager Koby Altman as the Cavs dominate the headlines on NBA trade deadline day, Thursday, February 8th, with a series of moves as the Cavs effectively blow up the roster around LeBron James. My initial reaction was wow, followed by wow, wow, and wow. I mean, listen, I wasn't sure that Cavs owner Dan Gilbert had it in him to do this because I was wondering if he was thinking about post-LeBron, thinking about a future if LeBron walks in free agency over the summer. What happened today clearly shows that Gilbert and Altman pushed all the chips in the middle of the table and said, we are going to try to win right now as long as LeBron James is on our team, which is the correct play. I also wasn't sure if Dan Gilbert and Altman were going to check their egos at the door and admit that they got fleeced in the Kyrie Irving trade to Boston. But they did by shipping out Isaiah Thomas and Jay Crowder. So all that's left of that trade is Zizic and the draft pick. But listen, it was critical that the Cavaliers added by subtracting Isaiah Thomas. He was a problem on the court. He was a problem off the court. I guarantee that locker room will be a friendlier place to be, and the players on the Cavs will enjoy each other more than in the short time that Isaiah Thomas was here. He can take all his complaining and all his whining to the Lakers. The Cavs get intriguing players in Larry Nance Jr. and Clarkson. They had to give up their own first-round pick, but they didn't have to give up the coveted Brooklyn pick. So what Gilbert and Altman have managed to do on trade deadline day is go in for this year and also hedge for the future in case LeBron leaves. They have younger pieces they brought in addition to holding on to the Brooklyn pick. So I can't think of a better scenario than what Gilbert and Altman pulled off given the circumstances. Because remember, they didn't have many assets. I mean, when an NBA team looked at the Cavs, they're like, okay, can we have LeBron? Oh, no, he's not available. Now what? So Gilbert and Altman were dealing from a really difficult position and still managed to get younger, more flexible, get better defensively, presumably enhance the chemistry of the locker room just by getting rid of Isaiah Thomas. And, you know, speaking of the point guard position, you bring in George Hill, the veteran from Sacramento. Now you can have the point guard position run properly by George Hill, backed up by Jose Calderon. So if I'm a Cavs fan, I'm thrilled with the developments from today because you had to do something drastic. You got better, I think, on the court and off the court. LeBron can't be complaining about it. And you've also hedged just in case LeBron James does leave. But I'm going to be optimistic right now and say LeBron has got to like what he sees. And recognizing that he won't make the decision until the summer, this certainly helps. If you stood pat, if you're Gilbert and Altman, you might as well have sent LeBron packing because he wasn't sticking around if the Cavs stood pat.